learn, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Dalvin Cook.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
33-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This throw caught left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yards. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his backfield.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Give to Cook out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, block. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Mayfield. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Mayfield's pass.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
17 yards. And the Browns
first carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Browns 7, Vikings 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it second down and 12. On second and 12, Locke lets it fly for Thielen. He fires one, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Second and goal at the Vikings 13-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult third and goal here. Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. The man, and he hits him in stride. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
87. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. And he finds Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Cook. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Ball carrier.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Locke. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
The 3-yard line.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get it. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings Browns are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mayfield. On the left side, he finds Beasley. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Austin Simon.
A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns have moved out in front.
The kick is good.
And it's up and good.
The score, Browns 17, Vikings 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Number
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Lock. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 25 yards that time.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
3-yard line.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they got the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. Second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll bring up second down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On second down, Mayfield again. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a nice little gain. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run for it. Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
8-yard line.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
The 2-yard line.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yes, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get an advantage and not tie it up. It'll feel like a big disappointment if they just kick the field goal right here.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Browns 24, Vikings 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Thielen, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 27, Browns 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and
throwing. Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To David Njoku.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Chubb on first down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. He's going to go deep for Beasley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Locke. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
First down.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
27, Browns 24.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown. Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. Throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted by...
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and long.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Here's Mayfield. Winds up and lets it go for... And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Ball carrier. Greedy Williams on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke lets it fly for Thielen. And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Locke going to go on 4th down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They give to Chubb out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On play action, Locke sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And they will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, Mayfield. And this is the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Locke off a play action. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's taken down. This will be a Browns save. Myles Garrett. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Chubb, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. And now here's another interception. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Mayfield looks to throw. Shakes off the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.